Okay guys, so we're going to start off today making our little rain picture. So we've got our little umbrellas to pop on there, we've got our little raindrops, and then we've got our little saying that says rain is just confetti from the sky, which I absolutely love. So I've gathered all the bits that I'm going to need. So we've got our little umbrella pieces, so these are actually cupcake cases just cut up. We've got our straw bits to make the handles of our umbrellas, and we've got our little raindrop pieces here as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint the bits which we're going to stick on top. So that's our little raindrops and our umbrella pieces. So I'm going to start off with the raindrop bits, and all we're going to do for this one, I've got a palette of colours at the ready here. So I've got some blue, some yellow, some pink, a little bit of white to add some clouds, and then some purple as well. So just to start with, all I'm going to do is get my raindrops all painted. So I'm just dipping them in the paint, and then if you take your next one, you can kind of just rub it off as well. If you watched the last video where we did our weather watcher wheel, you can also just pop a little blob of paint into a cupcake case or some old food packaging and just kind of like roll it around and leave it in there. So I'm going to just do the same kind of thing but in my palette this time because I'm using a few more colours for this project. So just dabbing them in there, giving them a little bit of a squidge about. And there we go. So I'm going to leave those bits just in my palette to dry, and then I can make a start painting my umbrellas. But before I do that, I'm going to clean my fingers because they're looking pretty blue. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my first colour, and I'm going to paint my umbrellas some nice different colours. So I'm going to do my first one yellow, and we don't need very much paint on our brush for this, but we just want to cover it up until it's all painted. And then again, we're going to pop these aside to dry for a little while whilst we get on to the next bit. Okay, so we've painted our umbrellas and our little raindrops. So these bits are all drying, but whilst we wait for them to dry, I'm just going to add on some little clouds to the background of my picture. So I'm just going to take some white paint and I'm just going to blob on some little white clouds. If you're feeling adventurous and you want to, you can also use your finger and you can dip that in and do some little white clouds with some finger painting as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop all of these bits aside to dry for a little while, and then when we come back we're going to get our glue and we're going to stick all of our bits together to make our picture. Okay, so my pieces are looking a little bit drier now, so I am ready to start my sticking. So the first pieces that I'm going to stick down are going to be the handles for my umbrellas. So I'm going to do just 3 lines of glue, one for each of our umbrellas. So I'm going to do one there, maybe one over here, and then one just up there as well. And then I can stick my little handles on top. Like so. And then I can stick my umbrellas on next. So I'm going to do a line of glue. So I'll show you guys. I'm going to do a line of glue on one side of the umbrella and then a line of glue on the other, but we don't do any glue in the middle. So you can see I'm just doing this side now, and then I'm going to do this side over here, but that's it. We don't do any glue anywhere else because we want this to kind of stand up and make a bit of a 3D shape. So as I stick it down, I'm going to stick one side down first of all, and then I could stick it flat like that, how we usually would, but what I want to do is create this 3D shape. So I'm going to kind of fold it in and then stick it down so that it's kind of raised up and off the paper. And then we're going to do the same with the other two. There we go. So now the next thing that I can add on are going to be my little raindrops. So I've got 5 little raindrops to stick on. So I'm going to do 5 little blobs of glue on my project. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll do my last one just there. 5. There we go. Ooh, this one's sticking to me. Okay, there we go, there's our little raindrops on there. And then the last bit to add is going to be our little saying, our little quote to go on there. And then of course you guys could add on some glitter or some sequins if you want to. This is your little picture, so get really creative with all the bits that you want to add. There we go. There we go. There is our little picture all finished. Okay, thank you so much for joining us for this video, guys. I hope whenever you're watching this it's a nice sunny day and it's not too rainy out there, but rain helps the flowers grow, so we won't complain too much. Alright guys, we shall see you at the next one. Thank you.